February 25th, 2019, call meeting to order.
Okay, so we're gonna do a dedication of Bruce and Crystal Anson, the town report.
I knew you were sleeping back
Okay,
So this is your special copy,
that's your special copy.
okay? And she'll read it to you in case you can't see it.
Okay,
Oh, now you're trying to get shitty, huh?
All right.
I can hear you though, I can't hear you.
this year we honor Bruce and Crystal Manzer of Bruce A. Manzer Inc. Family owned and operated, the Manzers have made their career out of their business, their Anson business. Bruce grew up in Anson and left for college after high school. He graduated from Thomas College in 1980 and he hit the ground running. In 1980, he worked for Chimbro Corporation at the Madison Paper Mill, where they were putting in the newest additions to the mill. While still working for Chimbro, Bruce met Crystal in 1984 in New York when she was hired as a gopher utility person, where Bruce worked as a foreman on the Delta Dam project. In 1987, Bruce married Crystal Dunn, now Manzer, moved to Maine, and together they started their little family. Nick was born in 1989 and Nathan in 1991. After marriage, Crystal worked at a couple of different restaurants in the Lincoln area until 1988 when they bought a Riverside Lobster House in Passadumke and ran it for 2+ seasons. 10 years after starting with Chimbro, Bruce found himself joining his father's paving business, Manzer and Dolan. That is when they moved to the Barton Hill Road in Anson. Crystal opened a daycare on Pine Street in Anson in 1996. His father, then your father Bruce, sold the business to Tilcon in 1995, and everybody went to work for them. In 1996, Bruce came home and told Crystal that he had decided to go out on his own. He started an earthwork and paving business with one employee, who was Mike Tufts. Early on, Bruce was known to buy a few cases of coffee cups with his business information on it, drop them off at area restaurants, and asked if they would use them. Then he started getting phone calls for work. It was quite ingenious, if you ask me. And work did start coming in, so much so that in June of 2002, Crystal had to close her daycare to start working for the family business as well, which kept her very busy ever since. Bruce eventually changed the name of the business to Bruce A. Manzer Inc. He now had 15 to 20 full-time truck drivers working 60 to 70 hours a week. Bruce worked right along with them and spent countless hours on paperwork. He had what they had called the Western region, working from Bethel to Jackman. Occasionally they also did work in New Hampshire. Bruce's father would still come to the job site on occasion. He, Frank, did finally slow down when he was 81 years young. Bruce and Crystal's son Nick joined the business when he was just 14 years old, and Nathan followed them when he was 13. The business continued to grow. Finding the need for a little freedom from what was now 56+ employees and non-stop work, Bruce decided to hire 3 managers and open an office in Farmington in 2016. I think that paved the way, no pun intended, for Bruce to finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. He could actually enjoy life without working himself into the ground. Once again, in true Bruce style, he came home one day in October of 2017 and told Crystal that he had sold the business to Pike Industries. A little known fact here. Keith Partridge owned a truck and hauled mix for Manzer and Dolan. When Manzer and Dolan sold to Tilcon in 1995, Keith then hauled for Tilcon and eventually sold that truck to them. Bruce had bought that truck back from Tilcon and used it, and then sold it to Pike along with everything else. Now, Darryl Partridge, Keith's son, bought the truck back from Pike. So it has gone full circle and is back where it belongs, in the Partridge family. Being able to drive the same truck that his father did all those years ago must be so special to Darryl. After selling the business, Bruce and Crystal can finally start slowing down and enjoying life, or can they? Today you will find Bruce haying or just out in the fields with his farming equipment, which are toys to him. Crystal is still finishing up detail work from the closing of the business. In her spare time, you will find her on the farm, working in the barn, feeding her animals, or taking care of other farming needs. Bruce enjoys bird hunting in the fall. He and his son Nathan will go hunting for a week together each year, something that means a lot to Bruce. Bruce and Crystal bought a motorhome and are in hopes to start traveling. One of the places on their bucket list is Alaska. On behalf of the townspeople, we would like to wish Bruce and Crystal the very best in retirement. Thank you for putting down roots in Anson and for establishing a business here and helping the local economy for the past 20+ years.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bruce.
I knew something was up when she wanted to come to a municipal meeting about a bridge in Anson.
I had a phone call that you were pissed
There
beyond
really is
pissed.
one though. There really is.
Not tonight.
Wednesday.
So you don't have to stay for the whole meeting.
Geez, I'd really love to, because I just adore these meetings. When the state does talk about that, I tell them, you guys want to shut the road down, you pay for half of the surface on the horseback road, you can use it.
I'm sorry you had to do all that extra work and stress, but that's the way it can happen.
Well, I've been scheming and spooning ever since I got down. They often people get me, but you got
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you.
no problem. It's been nice to be in Anson, you're always good.
Ansonites.
No, there is a true answer right there.
There you go.
The upper building, the Bruce's parents.
When we decided to move to the south end of Anson, my mother being my mother said, you aren't gonna raise them boys in Anson, are you? Yeah, no, I am, so you're gonna have to put up with that. They may act a little stranger than they do now.
See, Bruce, I went the other way.
Yeah, you went up the north village.
Not Anson.
Looks like the food was pretty good because they grew good.
What now?
I say the food was pretty good because they grew good.
Okay, item number 1, minutes of February 12, and we don't have, we can't do that, we don't have very few. Number 2 is the warrant.
Move to sign.
Second.
Moved and seconded, any further discussion? All those in favor? 3-0. Department heads, Artie?
Same old. Well, pushing back. Salt and sand is, way up from what it was last year. Or, still getting by. The little truck went down, it broke the wheel studs last storm. We have put slack adjusters on one of the wheels tomorrow, 4-7. They keep backing themselves off, but other than that, the equipment's going good, so.
Which truck did you say the first one?
The little
Oh,
mat,
little truck.
Yeah. the cut off by wheel studs. So that was the last one. And then we had the holiday in here, so we couldn't get the wheel studs until that Tuesday. And it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon before they came in, so we could get them.
Scared looking behind you.
Before I go though, I do wanna put some accolades to Artie. They've
They've
done a hell of a job this winter.
Thank you.
Done what's asked of them. I've asked some things that probably I wouldn't ask most anybody else, but road got rough this winter, you brought the grader up, cut the ice off it, so you didn't shake the heat out of your head. Done a good job. How's the, I'm probably interrupting everything, how's the new town garage coming? That's gonna be built in the spring,
Looks like it.
so concrete footers are in, the floor hasn't been pulled
No,
up.
no, we got cold last year, so we stopped the cement business. Because it was so cold, they had to put blankets on, and the blankets would froze to it, and it just been a mess. So we didn't do that when it warmed up, and it stayed warm.
All right, I'll get out of your hair, thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. We've been getting tons of complaints about plowing snow in people's driveways and so on. It's just, the see him out there, I stopped handing him that paper. I've had a few that's been a little irate, but I got one road right now, that when you go down to the wheel, all you do to get through it with a plow, because they push so much snow out of the driveways, because the driveways are full, so. But I don't have time during the day to go knock on people's doors and pass them a piece of paper, so when I go up to the bucket load of the grader, I stop at the driveway and hopefully somebody's home. I had to have a cop talk to one gentleman, because he was really upset. But it's just typical Maine winter, a little hotter than others. Get through. That's all I got.
Questions for the road commissioner? Chief?
Not too much. Been pretty quiet, knocked on wood until about 3 minutes ago. My phone's been lighting up like wildfire with trees down, but had our fishing derby this past weekend, went pretty well. Looks like we might have cleared a little over $2,000 again this year. And weather was pretty good, good turnout, lots of fun. The forestry truck has been ordered, and that will probably be here late spring. That's if everything goes well. Not coming right in within the budget. And I know Cal Hewitt's been looking at the grants, the firehouse grant on turnout gear, so we're going to be working on that and try to put in for it a month and a half from now. So. And it looks like we might be eligible for the full $50,000 for a grant with no matching funds. So we're going to try to pound that out and see what we can do. Other than that, it's been pretty okay. And I don't know if I missed the last meeting, I don't know if I mentioned it back. Engine 82's back in service. So far, so good.
Okay, questions for the chief? Thank you. Amy?
Last week we met with Mainland on the Magnolia Quarry. We met on the 21st here. It was a public meeting for people to come if any of the abutters had any questions. They did have 4 or 5 people come, so that went pretty well. So they'll go through DEP and then we'll give a report from DEP once that goes through. We just did the town report dedication. Town reports are now available. So I'm sure the door will be flying open tomorrow because everybody's been calling. The DOT meeting is February 27th, this Wednesday, here at 6 o'clock. So I'm hoping Artie can come to that. There's also a sewer meeting for the sanitary district on the 27th at 6 o'clock. So I'm hoping to attend that because they're going to increase the rates, and we have shared all that information with the email that goes through the office, so hopefully people attend that meeting. We have some questions on the permits for the garage. So Leo's going to probably meet with the planning board. It's something that's going to stop it, but he needs to meet with the planning board also. So we'll be doing that also. Foreclosed property. Been working on that in the office. There's one of them that I'm going to ask you guys to write off. It was combined with another piece of property, so there was 2 tax bills for the same, so it should have been taxed. So it's bringing yep, for $130.22 plus interest and cost. I don't know if you guys want to write that off. We've already taxed them.
I'll make a motion to raise up.
Yeah.
What?
Bring in.
That was Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Brian Coulthard.
Brian, Ian.
Brian and Judy.
Where's that?
Was that property?
It's a piece of land right next to theirs. It was all combined on one, so they got 2 tax bills. This account was deleted, but the tax was never paid. It was paid on the other one. So I need to remove that one from the books.
Second.
Moving second. Any further discussion? All those in favor? 3-0.
And the other 4 coast properties we're working on, some of them are making payment arrangements, and some of them we need to do a little more research before I can put them out to bid. We do have quite a few on Madison Street, for sure. I counted one day, we had 5 on that street. We've sent letters out, 3 of them are now paying. 2 of them, I'm a little worried because there's banks involved, and I'm not sure if the town's gonna end up with them or not.
Which two?
The slate, Stacy's big yellow house.
The big yellow house.
Yep, and the other one is one the bank owns, Bell Fargo owns it.
That's it's right across the road, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't
Right
remember.
across the
Yeah,
post office.
so
Next to
I've
Paul's.
sent them letters out, certified mailers, they both came back today, unclaimed, and one of them said boxes been closed from the banks, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do with those yet. I'll give you an update once I know what we're gonna do with those properties.
Just sewer bills or tax bills?
So those ones are sewer. Yeah. The Melt Road is gonna be rescheduled. We're trying to reach an agreement, so it will not go this Wednesday. And I'll update you on another case.
Questions? Dan? Thank you. Number 4 is the sewer abatement.
We have a couple sewer abatements. One's Randy Bubar for 10920. The water was shut off in 2014, so we need to do an abatement for that one. And the other one is Evelyn Mitchell. One's for $52 and one's for $72. She was being charged for usage and she's not on town sewer, so she just should get the $50.
Motion to make the sewer bills of Randy Bubar and Evelyn Mitchell.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor? 3-0. Selectmen signs.
Have we heard any more on the big house by the school? Anything on
Yep, on a daily basis.
that? Sorry.
Nothing's happening with that yet. Town, if nothing gets taken care of before the town will end up foreclosing on it in April. So we have to wait and see if this gentleman does the paperwork he says he's gonna do.
Anybody know the house on Madison Street, that burn?
That one is closed in.
Yeah, so they're not gonna.
Probably still in the pants of the insurance company, probably.
Right, yeah, and Leo's looking into that one, but I think they're gonna wait for insurance to finish off on that one.
Public session. Nothing?
Motion to go into executive session pursuant to MRSA 456